Hi everyone, Nathan here from FBA Empire.com. Just wanted to welcome you back to FBA Empire Weekly. This is episode 7, and today we're going to talk all about sort of those search terms, the type of keywords to be putting into the back end of your Seller Central account. Before we get into that though, I really did want to give a shout out to one of our members. Eric in our forums was posting that he is finally starting to see multiple days now with double-digit sales, and it's nice to see this growth, and it's awesome, Eric. I know how much work you've been putting into it, and it's great to see that it's starting to build momentum, and it's going to start taking off, and you're going to hit that tipping point soon, and that's where things really started to get fun. So really, congratulations. That is amazing work. Keep it up, and keep us posted on it too, because it's really exciting to watch that sort of success that you're starting to see. So also in our forums, we've been getting a lot of questions lately about what to put into the search terms. What type of keywords do you put into your back end of your Seller Central account? How do these impact your ads? What is the format? How many characters can you put? Those sort of types of questions, and that's really what I wanted to address today. Because again, I know there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of conflicting types of things, so I really wanted to kind of clear that up and give our insight on that as well. So if you're not 100% sure what I'm talking about when I say search terms, it's in the back end of your Seller Central account. So when you're setting up, your product description and your images and stuff, there's a section there that says keywords. And you want to make sure you fill this out, because actually I think one of the first times I launched my first product, completely forgot to actually implement these keywords and add any keywords in there. And it really messed things up. Our ads weren't showing. We weren't making any sort of sales off of our ads. We weren't getting indexed in Amazon for anything. So you want to make sure you go to that keyword section. There'll be 5 lines. You get 1,000 characters, I believe, per line. And you really want to fill those in with your best keywords. So again, we had talked about keyword research before. So like for finding your ads, for finding up for your ads and things like this, using Keyword Inspector or even the Google search tool, or typing into Amazon and seeing what people are searching for your product. You want to get these keywords because they are so important. All right, so the first thing, once you have all your keywords, you want to go and you're going to go into those keywords section, or that search term section is what it's also called, and you're going to put in your keywords on each line. Typically what I like to do is I like to put in my 3 or 4 most important keywords as the very first keyword on each line. So say we're selling resistance bands. I would put resistance bands as the very first keyword on the first line in that search terms box. And then on the second line, I would have, say, exercise bands. And on the third line, maybe like resistance band set or something like that. You want to make sure you have your 3 biggest keywords on each line, starting at each line. And then after that, you can just, you put in the rest of your keywords. So now a lot of the controversy comes with, do I have to put in the same keyword twice kind of thing? So say I was saying, resistance band set. Do I also need to say resistance bands? Do I need to say, exercise band set? So the 2 schools of thought is, one, you don't really need to. Amazon will pick it up. So if I say resistance band set, it'll automatically pick up resistance bands. If I say blue resistance bands, and then my next keyword term, I could just say, basically, it'll automatically pick up blue resistance bands, it'll pick up resistance bands, it'll pick up bands, it'll pick up resistance, and you'll start getting indexed in Amazon for each and every term that you put in there. So you don't need to duplicate them. This is a great way to maximize the number of characters. So you don't have to keep saying resistance band set, blue resistance band set, red resistance band set. You could just say resistance bands, blue, red, and that'll automatically get picked up, and it'll automatically index you for all those different combinations. So that's the one train of thought. That's the one sort of school. There seems to be people divided. I personally prefer the second school, which is it takes up a lot more characters. It's more duplicate sort of content type of thing. So I would put I'd put resistance band set, and then I would put the keyword, and I would put resistance bands, and then I'd put a keyword, and I'd put blue resistance bands, and I'd another keyword or comma or whatever it is, and I would just keep listing that. So it would be I would have everyone duplicated over and over and over again. Again, the reason why I do it this way instead of the other way, I don't think there's a wrong way. Yes, you start to get indexed, multiple different times, and yes, my way loses a lot more characters. But I still, for the amount of keywords you can put in, I think it works fine. I like it. It's more of an organized fashion for me. I find Amazon index them better, in my opinion. And from what I've seen, I've had more success with my listings the second way. I've heard people who've had more success without any commas and not duplicating any of their keywords. So it can go either way. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer here on this one. It's more of a matter of preference and what works best for your product and your listing and your marketplace. All right. So that's one of the big things. That's the first big one. The other one is that comes up is the number of characters. So yes, you have space for 5,000, but I don't believe Amazon is indexing all 5,000 of those keywords. I believe they're indexing somewhere around 2,500 to 3,000. So when you put in all 5,000, you'll see that Amazon will just index or add some of those keywords into their search terms or into their search listings, or their algorithm will pick it up. But it'll only do it for like 2,500 to 3,000. It won't pick up all of them. So when you have 5,000 characters in there, it's just going to start picking and choosing, and you don't even get to select which ones it's picking up. So it might take some from the third line, and then none from the fourth line, and then it might take all the keywords from the fifth line in your search terms box. So you have less control if you put all 5,000 characters in, which is why I like to keep it between 2,500 to 3,000 characters max. That way you can guarantee that every keyword you put in, you are going to be indexed for that keyword. It gives you that more control. And again, 5,000 characters is a lot. 3,000 characters is a lot. You can get a lot of great keywords. And if you have a focused keyword research report, you're going to be able to get the best keywords. And it's sort of that 80-20 rule. People will stress about, oh my goodness, I don't have all these keywords, and I can't get all these keywords because of the characters. But realistically, the number of people that are searching for some of those lower search volume keywords is minimal. So you're not going to be losing a ton. Again, it's sort of that 80-20 rule. Focus on your big keywords. Get your main keywords in there. Get indexed for them, and you'll be fine. You'll be good to go. All right? So the last thing I've been hearing lately, and I don't know why this has been coming up. I'm not sure if Amazon has said something or if someone has said something on a podcast or what it is, but from what I've been hearing is people are saying that if you have your keywords, say, in your title or in your bullet points on the front end of your Amazon product page, that you don't need to put them into your search terms report, or you don't need to do that because it's already on your title page and whatnot. And that is true. You will get indexed for Amazon. In Amazon, Amazon will put you into their search listings if you have the keyword in your title or in your bullet points or in your description. Actually, your description is not as good. You may not always get indexed with the keywords in your description. But why wouldn't you put that main keyword into your search terms? This is what I don't understand. Yes, you're going to be indexed, but why not tell Amazon even more so that, yes, these keywords are very important to me? Every opportunity you get to tell Amazon that that keyword is important, take it. All right? Because the ones that are going in your title, the keywords going in your bullet points, those are likely your most important keywords. So let Amazon know. Put those keywords into your search term report. Even put them into your ads. You should be focusing on your ads with those as well. And that also tells Amazon that those keywords are important to you. So every chance you get, put it in there. I don't know where this is coming from, that people think just because you have it in your title, you don't need to put it into your search terms. And I feel like they're trying to save characters. I'm not sure what they're trying to do with this, but this is one that I don't agree with at all. If you have an opportunity, again, to tell Amazon what keywords are the most important to you, do it. So definitely put your main keywords into your search terms report or your keywords section of your Seller Central account. All right, because it's just going to reinforce that those keywords are like your big keywords, and you want to rank for them. Okay. So again, you really do need to fill in this keywords thing. It really is important. It will impact your ads. So if you don't have any keywords in there, your ads will suffer from it. So again, make sure you're using the same type of keywords that you're using in your ads. Again, don't hesitate to duplicate those keywords. You'll do fine. You'll rank. So that's kind of my take on what to do with the search terms, how to fill in that keyword box kind of thing on the back end of Seller Central. Again, there's different ways people do it. You'll hear different thoughts. This is what Michael and I do. We've had great success with it, so we're sort of sticking with it. But again, that's how it is, and just make sure you fill it in. And that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today. If you guys have any questions about it, put it down in the comments below. We'll happily answer more questions on, search terms or keywords or anything like that. So feel free to ask your questions. And yeah, I mean, that's it for this week's episode, guys. Thanks for joining in. Make sure you click subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you get updated every time we post another one of these, which is every Thursday. So yeah, thanks a lot, and we'll see you next week.